Family vlogging channels are gross, to put it lightly. I think that exploiting kids just to get views is some of the most pathetic behavior of all the behavior on the internet. A lot of things are done to get attention, to get clicks. People posing as something that they're not, pretending that they have some amazing course to sell you. I've mentioned all these different things, but there's one aspect that I don't usually mention. The good old wholesome family vloggers out there who, from the outside, may appear to be rather neutral, people documenting their life, showing their kids growing up. Maybe that's all fine and dandy in some situations, and in fact, when the kids give consent and when they are at least old enough to be able to decide whether or not they want to be on camera, that's quite different than talking about issues that your baby has, or problems with your young boy wetting the bed, or bringing the camera to interview your teenage son when he's having puberty issues and personal problems and trying to go through his life and documenting this for the world to see on the internet. And all I can say is that this is a relatively new thing that's only occurred over, say, the last 10 years on YouTube. However, it's not something that's new in the world. It's something that's been done in Hollywood for decades. People exploiting their kids in the movie industry. And the difference there is that in the movie industry, things are planned ahead. Things are organized and orchestrated to where the kids only work a certain amount of hours a day, and, often the kids are the one that get the reward, and the money is ultimately theirs. But the money is not the issue here. It's the fact that I realize it's a sickness in society that people even watch these things. And I'm not saying that it's bad people who watch these channels, because I know it's entertainment. Even mindless entertainment is watched by people who are intelligent. It's not that anyone who watches reality television is an idiot. A lot of people fall into it. It gives us a sense that we're connected with the author, just like a creator is connecting us to their life and sharing things about themselves. But we're only seeing what they want us to see. There have been some quite conniving people out there who have exploited their kids to the point where even one couple adopted another kid. I think they already had 5 kids, and they adopted a kid from China that they knew had special needs, I believe autism, and, exploited it for views, but after 2 years ended up giving the kid back, meaning after 2 years, that's going to be a difficult readjustment to a new household. These are people who may have had good intention in the beginning, and the whole point here is that as the audience, people don't really see what's going on behind the scenes. But when you're putting a camera in your kid's face and they're talking about something important, and you just ignore it and kind of laugh and smile and expect them to go along with it, one can only imagine that behind the scenes, the parents are saying things to the kids like, this is your future, and being on camera is how you're going to get your college fund, and, help us do this. This is a family business. But it's exactly the truth. It's the family business. It's the family's business. And I can imagine the kids of today, once they grow up and see the fact that their parents have done this to them, many of them will be pretty disgusted by it. And I'm sure a lot will be grateful that they have earned all this income. But I think in the long run, if my 12-year-old kid was going to school and his friends knew that I was documenting his whole, going through puberty and his whole childhood, for the world to see, he might not have a lot of friends. He might not exactly feel very comfortable around other people. And, that's just my opinion. I've got 3 kids. I don't even like really sharing my family life. People have asked, why don't you ever put your wife on camera or your kids? My wife's a little camera shy, but my kids aren't. And I have actually plenty of videos of my kids up. The difference is that all the videos of my kids that I have are on my own channel, and they're set to private. And they're to send links to family and friends. And I have no interest in showing the world my kids. It's not just a matter of exploiting the kids in front of their peers or others or for their future, but also the world of pedos out there who are constantly filtering through YouTube watching these channels. And do you really want that many eyes on your children? I don't know. Curious to hear your thoughts. Just had to rant a little bit. Family vloggers, They're a grimy bunch, as pure as they may seem. That's all I can say about that. Talk to you next time. Be well.